Good morning. Welcome back to Living Life with Jerry and Mel. I'm down here by myself for a couple of days. As you probably just saw as I put in the beginning there, it is 40 degrees outside. That's about 6 Celsius, somewhere in there, I believe. And I fired up this stove. Well, I was going to get up and go hunting this morning, but it being so cold, it just felt so good under the covers. Plus, I actually really wanted to burn this fire in this stove. I've got a creosote log I'm going to throw in there a little later. So there's a lot of things I'm going to do today. Mainly I'm going to focus in on my hunting again. I was outside a moment ago and I heard those geese. They're probably down there right at my feeder. But you know, I can't be there every single time and scare them off. So anyway, stick around. We're going to have a lot of fun here, and we'll see what happens. You know, you just can't never tell what could happen. So, all right. Once a year on the first fire, I always run a creosote log through it, just to be on the safe side, you know. I don't know if it does any good, but I think it does. We haven't had any issues ever, so knock on wood. So I'll throw this thing in. You can really hear it drawing the air in. It's a good fire in there right now. Man. It feels good. You know what's crazy about it? I'm out here. It is nice. It's up to about 45 now, so it's warming up a little bit. Drinking my coffee. Just quiet and peaceful. And now I can hear some logging going on. Around here there's a lot of tree farms where they cut pine trees. Anyway, the crazy thing about it, it's been cold this morning, and our old cabin, it either gets cold or it gets hot. But the crazy thing about it, probably around lunch, I'll be opening the doors trying to cool it down. Because I think it's supposed to get up to 70 today. That's why people in the South get colds and flus and things like that all the time. It's up and down, up and down. So anyway. Beautiful morning. It's supposed to be like this for the next few days, so I'm going to enjoy it. All right. All right, yeah, I had to run, get a few supplies, mainly just some paper towels, but I ended up picking up a few other things, of course, while I was in there. And I think when I get back, I may get my lawnmower and just drive it over to the fields but not to the field, but just get it over there so I can cut some of these little pine trees that are right in the road. Cut them while they're small enough that I can cut them. So, and I think it'll be early enough and far away from where I'll be hunting tonight that it won't be scaring off all the deer. So, yeah, let's do that. All right, well, let's hit the stand. Do a little hunting this evening. Now, when I left the cabin and I walked out the door, I smelled. I thought it was cigars, and you know, none of us smoke. But I was noticing driving over here, there is smoke in the air. So there's some fire somewhere, and I don't know if it'll be able to pick up on the camera, but I'm going to swing it around here. And you can just kind of see down there. It looks like there's smoke. But I could also see it up on the road driving over here as well. So somebody's burning something, or there's a wildfire. I don't know. But you can smell it. Well, I just hope there's no geese over here. Wish me luck. All right, as you know, if you've been watching the videos, my chair really squeaks. So I've got this Dollar General lubricant. I'm going to squirt some under there and see if we can alleviate a little bit of that. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this without making a lot of noise too. Probably have this place smelling like a WD-40 factory. I think that's a little better. We'll find out. All right, well, let me get settled in here and let's get this hunt going. Hopefully, if they smell this lubricant, they won't associate that with humans. This is crazy. It's stuff that I probably should have done before the season and I don't normally do. But I had such a job with firewood and brush clearing. Okay, well, let's get the hunt on. Oh, and by the way, it feels like it's about 80 degrees out here too. I think it's like 70, but it feels 80. All right. At least no geese, right? That's good. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, all right. There is one other thing. I noticed yesterday that my top has got some rips in it. And there's a one right here. So I've got this tape, and I'm going to try to tape that up a little bit. You know, what can I do? Gotta just tape it up, right? All right, let's get it going. Now, look at this part right here. Do you see that? I had actually last year, 2 years ago, I was shooting at a coyote, and I had to go this way, and I don't know, I wasn't thinking, and the muzzle blast just ripped this apart. So I fixed it with some flex spray and some tape. Right, today I'm whipping out an old, probably 60, 70-year-old pair of binoculars. These were my dad's. He eventually quit using these big ones and went to the small ones. This is a Stellar. The brand is Stellar. From what I understand, they were made and sold at Sears. And it's only a 7X. But these big binoculars are just so clear. And it makes it look closer than if I had a 10X of the small ones. I guess it's because of the width. I don't know. Well, we'll use those tonight. All right, one other thing. Here's a tip for you. Scent control, as you know, you probably saw me washing my clothes. I had a whole hallway piled of clothes. Scent control with animals, deer is, deer. Turkeys can't smell, but deer is essential. And I've been using these little things here. I probably have had this HS Scents. I probably have had these for 10 or 12 years. You take them and you put them just like that. And these are pine scent because I got a lot of pines around here. But I don't know if they even make them anymore, because what you can do, you can take these, and I bought a thing of pine scent, and I'll just spray 2 or 3 little squirts in there and close it up, and they're better than new. And you can use them forever. I guess people figured it out. I use that kind with pine scent and earth scent. So there you go. It's cheap, inexpensive, and you get it where these deer can't smell you. So, all right, now let's go hunt. Well, all right, I'm back to the cabin. Finally, it's almost 8 o'clock. Man, this is crazy. I'm looking forward to the time change. Um, but anyway, I saw 3 small Jake turkeys. I saw 3 does in the field. That's all. Did not have any problem with the geese tonight. But then walking back to the truck, I saw 4 more does. And then when I got in the truck and I drove through the woods into the second set of fields, I saw 3 more does. And then out on the highway, I saw a dog. and that's it. But at least I didn't see any geese. That's a plus. So, all right, we'll wrap up this day. I went ahead and cooked my pork chops because I knew it was going to be late. I'll eat supper, watch a little TV, go to bed, and we'll go at it again in the morning. Wish me luck. It's got to get better, don't it? All right. There's a fresh grape right there. Really think it was done this morning. It was a beautiful morning. The deer, me just walking into the woods this morning, deer were everywhere. 50 yards from the cabin and a deer ran in front of me. But right off the bat, I had 5 gobblers fly out of the tree right in front of me. And usually that's not a good sign because the noise they make flopping down sometimes scares the deer. But anyway, I saw, after I scared 4 more getting to the stand, I saw 2 deer, 2 does. So, all in all, it was still a good morning. Cold. I believe it was 42 this morning. A little warmer than yesterday, but all right, well, let's get back to the cabin and warm up, get some coffee.
Well, that's something you don't see every day. It's probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen in the woods hunting. And the crazy thing about it, when they finally stopped fighting and got out of sight, I took one step and there was a deer 10 yards away from me. Jumped up and ran. It's getting crazy out here. Just how I like it, I guess. So, yep. Hadn't made it to the cabin yet, but the wildlife is going crazy this morning. All right, let's go get some coffee.
Well, good morning. I think you've already seen it, but that's something you don't see every day. 5 gobblers. I think the same ones. They flew down right in front of me, and then as I'm walking back to the cabin, 2 of them are really getting into it, heated fight, and the other ones join in there at the end too. They wanted a piece of that action. So yeah, I started turkey hunting probably when I was about 17, and I'm 60 now, so that's a lot of years. I've never seen that. Oh, I've seen them spar, and 2 of them, but never 5 of them getting involved. I mean, there was feathers flying. Anyway, didn't see a lot of deer this morning. Only saw 2, but scared deer this morning walking in. I mean, I walked out the door and about 50 yards down the road here behind the cabin, and there was a deer jumped up and just ran. And then 3 or 4 more on the way down. Oh, and after I finished recording those turkeys fighting and they had moved on, I took about 2 steps and there was a deer that was 10 yards from me that I never saw, never heard. I think he was watching the fighting too. But then, of course, he flew away. Didn't really fly away, but ran away. You know what I mean. It was a crazy morning. All right. Well, let's get back in the cabin here and do a few things, and then we'll have another hunt this afternoon. Crazy, crazy morning. All right, heading back to the field. I'm gonna keep plugging on it. Got some wind out here today, but let's go get them. Wish me luck. Well, not every meal down here is a gourmet dinner. Oh man, what an evening. The only thing living I saw out there was doves and a flock of buzzards. I got down, I'm walking to the truck, it's so dark you can't see, but I saw something moving and I was able to take my iPhone out and get a little picture of this buck. It was up there making a scrape, and then of course ran away. It saw me. It was small. I wouldn't have shot it if it came in the field, but gosh, you know, why wasn't it in the field for me to at least see and get a couple of good shots of, you know? Sorry about that. This last couple of days have been rough. So anyway, I don't know. I think I need to give these deer a little bit of a rest now. What do you think? So yeah, I think they need a few days rest. You gotta move. Are you wanting something to eat? All right. Get a couple pieces of ham and some cheese. Looks like we got a count cat now. All right. You enjoy that. I'm going in because it's about bedtime. You know, things like that cat showing up brings back memories. There used to be another cat that would come up here, and I'm talking 25, 30 years ago. And it would come up, and any scraps we had, whether it was just skin off of chicken or bones or whatever, that cat would sit out there and eat it till it was gone. He ate so much one night, he was just laying there next to the chicken. There was some, my dad always would peel the skin off the chicken before he would grill it. And there was bones, there was leftover potatoes, whatever it was. And this cat had ate so much, it was just laying there on its side next to the scraps. Every once in a while, he'd pick his head up and he'd get him a bite. Oh well. Count cat. I guess we got one now. Okay, well, I am heading home. Been down here for a week. Didn't have any luck hunting. Now Tyler did. He gets out there, hunts for 15 minutes basically, and kills a 10-pointer. And I didn't get nothing. I went and checked my feeder in the field today, and the doggone thing was about empty. I guess I've been feeding the geese. So anyway, I cut it back because right now these deer are really not coming out and eating at these feeders. They're coming out in the field some, but in my area down there, not so much. So anyway, I'm gonna head home. I'll be back down in 3 or 4 days, taking everything back with me. I hope not to have to cut any more grass. I did not get to my little pile of wood out there because, you know, after killing that rattlesnake, I decided I needed to stay out of woodpile for just a little bit. So anyway, we'll see you here in a few days again. If you like this video, how about hitting that like button? Subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of stuff. We sure would appreciate it. And we'll see you next time on Living Life with Jerry and Mel. Take care.